Hello there. Welcome to this stage. Can you tell us your names and where you're from?
Thank you, Simon. My name is Arthur, and this is my grandson, Tommy. He is 5 years old. We are from Manchester originally, but we do not have a home anymore. We have been living in shelters for 2 years now. Sometimes when there is no room, we sleep on the streets. But we are not here to ask for sympathy. We are here because music saved our lives, and we want to share our story with all of you tonight. You see, Tommy here has been through more than any child should ever have to experience. His mother was my only daughter, my beautiful Sarah. She passed away from cancer 3 years ago. She fought so hard, but in the end the disease was too strong. Tommy was only 2 years old. He barely remembers her face now, but he remembers her music. She used to play piano for him every single day. Tommy's father was a soldier, a brave man named James, who served this country with everything he had. He loved Tommy more than life itself. Every night before deployment, he would video call just to sing Tommy a lullaby. It was their special tradition. 18 months ago, we received the news that James had been killed overseas. He died protecting others. He died a hero, but Tommy lost his daddy forever. After we lost James, everything fell apart. I had already lost my wife 10 years ago, then my daughter, then my son-in-law. I was an old man with nothing left except this little boy who needed me. Tommy wandered over to it while I was trying to find his blankets. I thought he was just playing around like children do with things. Then I heard something that stopped my heart. This little 3-year-old boy started playing a melody, not just banging on keys like you would expect from a toddler. He was playing an actual song. It was a lullaby that his mother used to play for him. He remembered it perfectly, even though he was so young when she passed. We lost our home because I could not work and care for Tommy at the same time. We lost everything we owned. Everything except 2 things. My grandson and my violin. Those are all I have left in this world. One evening about a year ago, we were staying in a community shelter in Leeds. It was a cold night and Tommy was crying for his mother. I did not know how to comfort him anymore. In the corner of the room there was an old donated piano. It was dusty and missing some keys. Tommy wandered over to it while I was trying to find his blankets. I thought he was just playing around like children do with things. Then I heard something that stopped my heart. This little 3-year-old boy started playing a melody, not just banging on keys like you would expect from a toddler. He was playing an actual song. It was a lullaby that his mother used to play for him. He remembered it perfectly, even though he was so young when she passed. I stood there frozen with tears running down my face. I could not believe what I was hearing. In that moment I realized that Tommy had inherited his parents' musical souls. The gift was alive inside him. His mother's piano and his father's singing voice had somehow passed down to this little boy. I knew then that I had to nurture this gift. I pulled out my old violin and I sat down next to him. For the first time in months we both smiled. We played music together until the shelter closed the Met. The lights. This violin has been with me for 65 years. My wife gave it to me on our wedding day. When she passed, it was all I had left of her. Then my daughter Sarah learned to play it. Now it is my connection to everyone I have lost. I refused to sell it, no matter how desperate things became. People offered me money for it when we were hungry. But some things are worth more than money. Some things carry souls inside them. Since that night in the shelter, Tommy and I play together every chance we get. We find pianos in churches and community centers. We play on the streets sometimes for spare change. Music has become our way of remembering those we have lost. When Tommy misses his parents, I take out my violin and we play together. The sadness turns into something beautiful. The pain becomes music. And somehow we feel them with us again. The piece we are going to perform for you tonight, we wrote together. Tommy and I spent months creating it in shelters and on park benches. Every note means something to us. It tells the story of our family. You will hear a soldier's heartbeat in the rhythm. That is James. You will hear a gentle lullaby in the piano. That is Sarah. And you will hear an old man's prayer in the violin. That is me praying for my grandson. We do not have fancy training or music school education. We just have love and loss and hope. I hope when you listen you will hear more than a music. I hope you will hear a little boy who misses his mommy and daddy. I hope you will hear a grandfather who would give anything to see his grandson have a real home again. This performance is for everyone who has ever lost someone they loved. This is our heart singing. Tommy, are you ready, my boy? Remember what we always say. When we play together, Mommy and Daddy are listening from heaven. Let us make them proud tonight. Let us show everyone what love sounds like. This is for you, Sarah. This is for you, James. We love you and we miss you every single day. Thank you for listening to our story. Now please listen to our hearts.